That's right. Snap the cameras. Wave at them. They're waving at you. Look at the field of late models here tonight. That's right. Look at them. They look great. The American flag paying tribute to all who have served this great country and given the ultimate sacrifice. So many affected. We all reap the benefits of it, and the drivers surely appreciate it as well. We appreciate everyone in attendance tonight. Who's ready to see some racing? 60 laps of distance, $10,000 on the line. Harvey Jones Memorial, not about the money, it's more about the memory. And here we go. 3 wide right off the start. Three, 4 wide racing through the pack. Cars scrambling for position. Out front early, Whitener. Here comes Joseph Joyner. He's hunting the front. Jason Welsh to the bottom side of Joyner. Russell Brown looks strong in second spot. Little bit of contact here on the front straightaway. Troy Dixon, car number 39, gets into it with Trey Mills. It's going to go through some transitions in 60 laps. Russell Brown, Welshin. Jason Welshin to the inside. Oh, Joseph Joyner makes it 3 wide. Russell Brown battles back to the high side of the racetrack. Jimmy Sharp back there in car number 2. Here comes Michael Lloyd. Lloyd to the inside of Jimmy Sharp Jr., Van Sickle, Henry Carter, Will Harrington, Jimmy Thomas, all racing for position back there. We got a battle for that second position down the back straightaway. Hunt to the front. Joseph Joyner looking to the inside of current point leader Jason Welshin. Fans are loving it in the grandstands. Hunt to front, Joseph Joyner now finds himself in that second position. Can he come to the Magic Man's home turf and take the win here tonight? We'll see. Time will tell. It's early on in this one. 4 laps complete. Keeping my eyes on that 18 car of Michael Lloyd, having some really good runs here lately. Lloyd now moves up into that 4th position. Michael Lloyd solidly in 4th. Russell Brown battles back on the high side, but Lloyd able to get away quickly. Joseph Joyner. We'll give you the times. Mark Whitener's last lap, a 20.4. Joyner's was a 20.2. So Joseph Joyner chasing the Magic Man down. Joyner in that Capital race car. Looking really good. Can he navigate the slick here at All-Tech Raceway? Joyner drops down low while the Magic Man rips the lip around All-Tech Raceway. He's going to the front. Here comes Michael Lloyd. Lloyd, car number 18, putting it on Jason Welshin. Look at the battle down the back straightaway. Fans in the grandstand jumping up and down on their feet. Here comes Joseph Joyner on the bottom side of the racetrack. I tell you what, Mark Whitener hasn't seen a car there in a long time. Whitener now takes the lane away. Joseph Joyner, not to be denied, now battles back, has to get out of the gas. Down the back straightaway they go. The Magic Man knows he has company. Welshin now to the high side of Michael Lloyd. Here comes the Hunt to front. Up on the Magic Man. The Baker's Farm car number 5 entry has got his hands full. Hunt to front, shows him the nose. Down the back straightaway. Magic Man battles back on the high side of the racetrack into turns number 3 and 4. Up on the high side of the racetrack. He'll bury it up on the cushion, but Hunt to front will take the lead on lap number 10. Woohoo! It's not too often you see that happen here at All-Tech Raceway. But Joseph Joyner, right now the class of the field. Joyner to the inside of Troy Dixon. Oh boy, now they're in heavy lap traffic. Joyner looking really good out front. Oh, they're racing all over this place, ladies and gentlemen. Look at here, Henry Carter, Clay Harris side by side for position. Here comes Joyner. He gets by the 88 of Chuck Cumbie. Here comes the Magic Man, Troy Dixon, showing signs of smoke. Oh boy, Michael Lloyd to the inside. Jason Welsh, and he'll get to the inside. Will Harrington trying to make something happen there. He pulls the trigger. Coming out of 2, he gets by. Whoa, caution. Parts are always tricky here at Alltech. Joyner, he's going to start when he wants. He's the leader, and he does it the right way, but caution flag. He stacks them up down there. Here we go. Green flag back in the air. Joyner fires. Michael Lloyd to the inside of Magic Man. Lloyd, I told you earlier, he's got a good car there side by side. 3 wide back there through turns number 2. Parker Martin split. Oh, boy. Wow, splitting cars down the back straightaway. Parker Martin making some wholesale moves back there. Great racing going on in the back of the pack. Parker Martin gets by Cameron Saunders. Richard Ferry next on the list. Martin now trying to work that middle line again. Jimmy Sharp on the high side. D-Money down low. Up front, he's hunted the front until he got there. Now it's Michael Lloyd in second. Here comes the Hawkinsville Hustler. Will Harrington looking for his first win in Florida. He's never been able to get one done here. Can he do it tonight? Magic Man Mark Whitener searching around on the high side of the racetrack. I wouldn't count him out yet, ladies and gentlemen. Oh, contact with the wall out of Magic Man. Hits the front straightaway wall here. A little smoke from the car. Will Harrington to the high side of Welshin. Down into turns number 3 and 4. He buries it down low. Gets back to the line that got him there. Now, next on the list for Will Harrington's going to be Mark Whitener. Whitener up there banging the cushion around the racetrack, ripping the lip around Alltech Raceway. Meanwhile, Joseph Joyner out front on cruise control right now. Michael Lloyd a little bit quicker last lap, but here comes Magic Man. I think he's found something up there. Don't never count car number 5 out anywhere you go. But look at Will Harrington now coming through the field. He's up into that 4th position. He's your current reigning champion. Oh, Michael Lloyd really down low. Magic Man all the way on the high side of the racetrack. Jimmy Thomas coming through the field as well in car number 22. Up front, Joseph Joyner, car number 10, looking excellent out in front of the field. Magic Man, Michael Lloyd, Will Harrington, Jason Welshin, Jimmy Thomas, Donnie Chappelle, Richard Ferry, P-Money Parker Martin, Ryan Van Sickle right there, Jimmy Sharp Jr., Jake Rainey. All right, your leader gets by Troy Dixon at car number 39. He's going to find himself in some heavy lap traffic here in just a few laps. Michael Lloyd in the P&G land clearing entry has got a strong run going right now. Can he run down the number 10 of Joseph Joyner? Joyner very consistent with his lines here. We got a car, looks like it could be car number 28 of Henry Carter possibly. Pulls down to the inside, gets out of the racing groove. Cars all over Alltech Raceway racing here tonight. Watching the hunt to front, Joseph Joyner locked on the bottom side of the racetrack. He better not stay there long. Here comes Michael Lloyd. Joyner down on the extreme bottom, exiting turn number 2. Michael Lloyd is broken free from Mark Whitener. Here comes Will Harrington. Whitener next on his list. Russell Brown's going to take it to the infield. Oh, Joseph Joyner's going to get by the 5 car down the back straightaway. Michael Lloyd having a great run. Caution in the air. Caution in the air. But I'm going to tell you, there is a ton of racing left to go here at All-Tech Raceway. The flag man looks him over. Here we go. Green flag in the air. Jimmy Thomas making some good moves on the start there to the bottom side of Harrington, but Harrington battles back. Here comes Parker Martin. Oh, P Money would have run down the back straightaway. The Martins Industrial car number 6 looking good down low. Cole Exum, the crew chief on that car, has got a bunch of wins here at All-Tech Raceway. He's told Parker how to do it. He's coached them all weekend long. So, ladies and gentlemen, looks like contact into turn 1 wall. Back. Here we go, ladies and gentlemen. Green flag in the air. So 3 wide right off the rip here. Here comes Parker Martin. Martin to the high side. Will Harrington battles back, slides up in front of Jimmy Thomas. Thomas holds on to the car. Thomas now finally makes his way to the high side of the racetrack. So Jimmy Thomas in car number 22 made some really good passes last night in his heat race action on the high side. Can he make it happen here tonight? Richard Ferry to the inside of Donnie Chabelle. Meanwhile, up front still Joseph Joyner. Magic Man now back to the high side of the 18 of Michael Lloyd. Lloyd falls back to the 3rd spot. Magic Man, is he mounting a charge to the front? Michael Lloyd back to 3rd. Will Harrington to the inside of Jason Welshin. Welshin in that 0-1, sliding around the track down there in turns number 1 and 2. He's got a good run on the high side of the racetrack, but Will Harrington able to pull up in front of him and take the spot. Those 2 drivers have been racing for a couple of laps here. How about Jimmy Thomas on the high side down there trying to get around Parker Martin, but Martin has got a good, strong car. That PMR Aviation ride kicking butt here tonight. So Joyner still leads the field here. Last lap time for Joseph Joyner, a 20.212. How about Mark Whitener with a 20.5? So right now, Joseph Joyner still rocking and rolling in the Trading Paints car number 10. Still significantly faster than our 2nd place runner. Looks like Mark Whitener's just extremely high down there in turns number 2. Not sure what's going on with the Magic Man here tonight. He's not done, I guarantee it. Michael Lloyd now under assault. Will Harrington's got the guts hanging out on car number 14. You can hear it as he comes by the flag stand. That thing is wound up. Drivers not lifting here at All-Tech, just keeping it matted to the floor. So Joseph Joyner now on the exit of turn number 2. Magic Man in the middle. Will Harrington working low, trying to run down the Magic Man. 33 laps in the books right now. The move over flag being displayed. It's pretty active here tonight. Joyner's got 2 cars in front of him. Looks like he's going to choose that bottom line. Will this slow him down a little bit? We'll see. No, Joseph Joyner's going to take it right to the middle side of the racetrack. 3 wide, battling with lap cars. He's in the center. Oh, he backs out a little bit. Smart decision for Joseph Joyner. Now he's back to the gas down there in turns number 3 and 4. He'll stab it coming down the front straightaway. Woo! Gets by the lap cars. Will Harrington now to the bottom side of Mark Whiter. He's going to choose the bottom, catfishing in the big pond here at Ellisville, Florida. Magic Man on the high side again. Down in turns number 3 and 4. Here comes Harrington. Harrington making a pass down here in 3 and 4. Can he make it stick? Not yet. The never give up attitude of Mark Whitener is carrying him around the top side of the racetrack here. Down the back straightaway, he's able to keep that momentum up. Joseph Joyner has all but ran away from the field and hid. The race right now for second between the Hawkinsville Hustler and the Magic Man. Magic Man drives her in deep in turns number 1 and 2. Looks like Van Sickle's going to pull the 3 car down into the pit area. He's going to call tonight. The Magic Man able to drive away from Harrington a little bit. He's keeping that momentum up on the high side. Joyner back in heavy lap traffic. He's able to kind of work that traffic in the middle lane of the racetrack. Oh, we got one hitting a tire down there. Looks like Cameron Saunders nailed a tire down there in turns number 4. Caution flag on the speedway. All right, we're getting ready to do it once again, ladies and gentlemen. Here we go. Good, clean start that time. Woo! Oh, Harrington, big trouble down there. Oh, boy. Oh, my God, ladies and gentlemen. They are scattered, smothered, and covered. If you're not, listen, in the infield, if you are not part of the track crew, do not go on the track. Don't go on the track. So, looks like Will Harrington, Michael Lloyd into it down there. Ladies and gentlemen, if you are not part of the track crew, please step off of the racetrack. All right, well, we're going to see what's going to happen here. We've got the sheriff, Wendell Durrance, on his way down to the scene. And he is the sheriff around these parts, ladies and gentlemen. He does a lot of work here at this track all day, 7 days a week. He said he just visits home. He lives here. And he'll be down there to take care, assess the situation. Looks like we've got some hot heads down there, but cooler heads will prevail. Once again, if you are not part of the track crew, please make your way off of the racetrack. Allow our people to do their job and you do yours. I'll tell you what. I think I'd put my money on Little Magic Man in a 100-yard dash running down pit lane there trying to talk to his daddy. He's about out of breath now. Yep. He makes it down there to Uncle Greg, and he has to take a break. Get him a water. All right, let's see what happens down here. Whew. I'm sure there's some arguing going on down there and all that stuff, but it just looked like hard racing on the restarts. Tough deal. These guys are racing in front of a large crowd for $10,000 to win. They all want to win it. They all want to win. And, you know, sometimes just gets a little touchy. We see an accident there. Little fender-to-fender discussion, Hoosier to Hoosier, rubbing his racing, just different kinds of things going on, different attitudes about it, and hey, it is what it is. All right, we'll be right back with you, ladies and gentlemen. I'm going to take a quick breather. We'll be right back. And Parker Martin. That's your top 5, ladies and gentlemen. 20 laps remaining. Here we go. Green flag back in the air. It's still anybody's game. Look at Jimmy Thomas, the Phoenix City Nightmare. Parker Martin and Thomas side by side down the back straightaway. Garrett Mosley, Jimmy Sharp, also side by side. Whitener's getting her wound up on the top side. Joseph Joyner, maybe not used to some of the changes that happen here at Alltech Raceway, but the Magic Man surely is. Joyner locked and loaded down on the low side. Whitener, debris over the wall there. Looks like a chunk of clay. Wow, down there at turns 4. I'll tell you, that was something. Watched it hit the Lucas Oil sign down there. Whitener now running your leader back down. Here comes Jason Welshin. Jimmy Thomas up into that 4th position. He got by Parker Martin. Marker's going to get down in the rubber down low. Whitener's keeping her wound up on the top side of the racetrack. He knows that's what it's going to take to get it done here in the remaining laps. So this time at the stripe, it's going to be 44 laps complete. 44 complete. Whitener a little bit faster that time. He's starting to run down your leader now. Jimmy Thomas looking good, trying to look to the inside of Jason Welshin. Joyner, Whitener, here they come, ladies and gentlemen. They're putting on a show for the fans here tonight. Woo. Up on the wall. Jimmy Thomas down on the bottom side of the racetrack. Whitener throws it in, knocking the marbles off the high side. He's going to the top shelf, ladies and gentlemen, where the good stuff is taken. Oh, Whitener has got the good out of that Hoosier tire. Whitener is going to have to come down pit road. He gave it all it was worth. He's got the right rear tire is on the back straightaway. That thing came apart, ladies and gentlemen. What another tire on his car. So Collins, fresh rubber. Look at Whitener right to the top of the track. Here we go. The Magic Man knows how to get it done here at Alltech Raceway. He's got fresh rubber. He's going to split the difference. 4 wide down there in turns number 2. Down the back straightaway they go. 3 wide racing. Whitener splits the difference. Here he is running down the leaders. The Magic Man making a charge for the money. Joseph Joyner, Mark Whitener on the extreme high side of the racetrack. Did he do damage to the number 5 car when the tire come apart? We're about to find out. Looks like he's got clear sailing on the high side of the racetrack. P-Money's going to try to take the line. Whitener drives her down into turns number 1 and 2. We're watching the drive for 5. In Alltech Raceway here tonight, they're 3 wide down the back straightaway again. Joseph Joyner out front, car number 10. Jason Welshin, the 0-1 locked in that second spot. Here comes Whitener. Will the 5 be denied here tonight? You're going to see 2 big hands in the air. 10 laps remaining for Joseph Joyner here tonight. Joyner goes across the stripe. 10 to go for the driver out of Milton, Florida. Joseph Joyner, he's got 9 laps remaining. Jason Welshon, second, looking really good in that 0-1 car, but nobody's looking quite as good as that number 10, the driver out of Milton, Florida. Got that car where he wanted it early on tonight and has not looked back. Whitener wearing out the top side of the racetrack right here, but it looks like that's about all the Magic Man has got. If we had a caution, I believe things would change up just a little bit, but ladies and gentlemen, it looks like we've got clean sailing right now. Welshon next on the list for the Magic Man. Joseph Joyner, last lap at 20.167. He is the fastest car on the racetrack right now. So Whitener, the DT welding special, goes to the inside of Welshon. Welshon battles back on the high side. He'll keep the spot. They make a little contact down there. Man, Joyner looks good. He is still the fastest car on the racetrack. Whitener all the way up on the high side of the track, putting on a show here for the fans tonight. "56 laps in the book." Side by side for that second spot. Whitener not giving an inch. Welshon drifts up a little bit. Whitener takes the spot. Joseph Joyner, ladies and gentlemen, 3 laps remaining for the Hunt to Front crew here tonight. Here he comes out of turns number 4, going to get 2 sticks in the air. The crowd is loving it here at All-Tech Raceway. Down the back straightaway into turns number 3 and 4. He comes out. He's got the white flag. 1/2 mile remaining for Joseph Joyner. He came into this weekend not knowing what to expect at All-Tech Raceway. He'll leave here knowing exactly what to expect the next time he comes back. White flag in the air for the rest of the field. Here he comes to the checker flag, in for the win, Joseph Joyner. All right, here he comes, ladies and gentlemen. Give it up for him, Joseph Joyner! Woo! Congratulations, young man. Wow, what an outstanding performance here tonight. Let's recap the whole weekend. You came into All-Tech Raceway really not knowing what to expect. You just laid one down in front of the fans here. You've got a huge following here. Congratulations, man.
Thank y'all for supporting us.
Oh, you got more to say than that. You're pretty emotional coming in down here. I know you're probably wore out, but you just came into a place that's been dominated by one driver. Mark Whitener finishes second to you here tonight. You put on a show for the fans, and we appreciate it.
Yeah, hats off to Mark. I knew that there was a lot of good cars here, but I kind of singled him out for the guy. I knew if I could beat him, we'd be racing for the win. So I knew when we took off there, I fell back to fourth pretty quick, but I knew that I had really good grip, and I just felt really good. And I got back to second and was pacing him for a few laps, and I knew that wherever I was going, I was just making ground up on him, and if I just hit my marks, I was going to get him. And we was able to get by him there, and then luckily, I don't know about anybody else behind us once that happened, but I knew the track had kind of got a one lane dominant pretty much. So I'm glad we got to the lead when we did. I think there was still room to search. It's really a different place here. Usually when a track rubbers up, you can't get out of it, but you can still move around quite a bit in turn one. So it was fun. I really enjoyed this place. I'm sure we'll be back.
Well, this is a big deal for us coming into this weekend, celebrating the life and the legacy of Harvey Jones. And if you'll turn right around here and look, that's Mrs. Hazel Jones. We're going to bring her into victory lane and let her kind of just celebrate with you for a minute, because this is a big deal for her too. She was just kind of blown away at the support from all the fans, and here she comes into victory lane. Miss Hazel Jones.
Put on the show, and congratulations on winning very much. His wife was sitting with me up there, and they have a 5-week-old daughter.
That's amazing, isn't it?
Isn't it, though?
So when we say baby needs a pair of shoes, it's really true, isn't it?
Absolutely.
So, Miss Hazel, what did you think about the outcome of this weekend?
It's been a fantastic weekend, and I thank everybody that has participated and all of the drivers and fans that have come out. And they've had some good races, so I'm sure they haven't been disappointed.
That's right. We're going to go, Joseph, go ahead and take some pictures down here. We're in second place, Mark Whitener. Mark. You want to get a picture with me? Congratulations, Mark. Let's move over here and get out of the way of the pictures. Kind of get up here. Man, you're literally a 3-time winner of this event. Tough break here tonight for you with the flat tire, but man, you put on a show for the fans. Congratulations, and thanks for supporting us here at All-Tech Raceway.
Yeah, I mean, this means a lot. We've won this race several times, and just to be here for the family, we've got some memorial races, and we're from Florida, so we kind of, it's kind of close to us. So, man, I just got my butt kicked tonight. I mean, it's no two ways about it. Dude was on a rail. His car was flawless. He could run. There's no way I could drive no harder. So, hats off to him. He had the best car, hands down. I think I had a good car, but he was class of the field. So, like I say, just hats off to his team. I just appreciate everybody that helps me, and like I say, I feel like we had a second-place car all night, and we was able to get back to second there. I really don't know how I did that, but we was able to do that and pull off a good podium finish. And we're up here on the front straightaway talking about it, so it's not a bad thing.
That's right. Congratulations, Mark. We appreciate you for your support. Give it up for him, your second-place finisher here tonight. Here's your third-place finisher, Mr. Jason Welsh. And Jason, man, it's kind of hot, isn't it?
Yeah, it's a little bit warm. We was kind of playing defense there from the green flag. Our motor, it started missing about lap 5, and I couldn't ever get it clear up. But I'd be real good on them restarts, but I knew if I got in front of those guys at any point, they was probably going to drive right back by us. But all in all, I'd say we probably had about a 6th-place race car tonight, and we just dodged a bunch of incidents there, and right place, right time, and come out with a podium finish. This place is a lot different, and I raced with Joseph there this winter, and congratulations to those guys. They work really hard, and they do real good what they got there. And anytime you run behind this 5 car and try to learn something off him at his home racetrack, it's always a good day, and we'll be back down here.
Well, we appreciate you coming for sure, and I know the family does as well. Make sure you get a chance to say goodbye to Miss Hazel. But tell us, who makes it possible for you to run up and down the road? And tell us a little bit about your program.
Really, my biggest supporter is my wife. She's probably back home, I know, and watching me, and my daughter and my mom, my dad, and competition racing equipment, Savage race cars, Renegade Racing Fuel, Stealth Racing carburetors, Hoosier Dirt Tire South, Hucks Motorsports, Jerry Hucks, he owns this car and lets me drive it for him. And Team Husky, Jason Husky and his wife, I got to thank them for supporting us through all this deal. Gary Rolfe at Hidden Hollow Motorsports, he's a big supporter of ours. The guys back at the shop that helped me, Robbie Moore and Flat Top, Scott, Lonnie, Jimmy and Cameron, everybody back home that makes this happen. You know, we build our own race cars, and I've got to work on customers' race cars, and they get this machine ready for me to race every week, and I don't really have time to work on it because I'm trying to, you know, do other things. And I really appreciate them guys allowing me to come out and compete.
Awesome. Ladies and gentlemen, give it up for him. A big round of applause for Jason Welshon.